Ooh, everybody, it's not Tuesday, but I'm live and I'm still working on my mock. I had to rearrange a few things. I'm actually going to be busy tomorrow on my regular time, so we can't do it tomorrow. Was going to do a little bit later tonight, but I'm actually going fishing. So I've got maybe an hour, maybe. We're going to see what we can do within that hour. So here we go. First off, as always, if you're new here, welcome. Thank you. But please go subscribe to the minifigclub.com. Get 25% off your first monthly subscription using MooCow25. That's right. 25% off your first monthly subscription. So, Mock Tuesday. This mock that we're doing, even though it's not Tuesday, this mock that we're doing has to deal with waffles. So my mock is a diner, like a Waffle House almost, kind of, I guess. But yeah, so like I said, maybe about an hour. What's up, Miss Heather? Moo, moo, Shadow City, moo. Let me get on out of here. Here we go. So I have done a little bit of critiquing to where we're at since we were here last. Okay. As you can see, there's some floor patterns that are different. We're going to have to work on this floor pattern here, and the counter. But I had to shift everything over, and we'll get to building this in a second for you to see why I shifted everything over. And as to why this is now going to be butted up against a wall, that table. So first off, let's move it back to messages so I can see what's going on. Okay. So first off, I got somewhat of a design. There are jumpers everywhere. They don't necessarily have to be, but that's just what I had at the moment. Working on a design for the cabinets. They're not going to be dark gray. But I had an idea. I thought maybe we can do 2x or ingots. You can see that the one here is an ingot. I got to go source some parts this week for all of that. But I really like the way it kind of checkers up from the floor. Kind of just blends the two together. If y'all got any other colors or other ideas you think for a counter, let me know. But I'm thinking 2x on this side. Maybe we'll swap it up on this side. Why does my camera keep going blurry? Maybe we'll swap it up on this side since there's only 8 studs. And what we'll do is we will use dots on this side here. I think having the contrast between the two might kind of make sense. I thought also to make this side of the counter stick out, whereas this side of the counter does not. Let me know what y'all think on that. So for today's building, we are going to start constructing walls, the outer wall. I need to also work on this counter. I need to also start the kitchen. So we still have a little bit of work to do. May not do it all today due to the fact I have to leave very, very soon. So yeah. One thing I want to do first is we're going to do this front area. So for a cafe, kind of need a doorway. So what's up, Mayo? Here we go. Kind of need a doorway. So I thought maybe we should put it in a double door, going each side. They'll pull out to each ends. So 2 ways of walking in and out. And then you can walk forward to the counter, walk over here to the booths, or we're actually going to swap up the tiling here to actually put seats here. So we got that. Now, I thought maybe it'd be nice to separate what is with this today. I thought it'd be a good idea to separate this for some reason. I don't know. It just looked better in my head. So you got the doorway, you got a bench. So in the doorway and bench, somewhere in here, we're going to place this guy. So now you got a window. It's not just a door, it's a window now. That way you block your food area from your entrance area. Yes? Makes sense? So this would be the entranceway. Now your tiles are all making sense in here. Okay. Maybe we don't put walls. No, we need walls. We're going to have to switch up some of this tiling here because they're on the outer edge. I didn't think of that. But here we are. We did add in a new doorway. Bro, this camera tonight. What is going on? Hold on. Let's get some more lighting. Maybe that'll help. There we go. We got the doorway. Like I said, I kind of do want to put the... It's kind of annoying. Kind of do want to put the dots over here, but I am leaning more towards these 2x bleeding off the I'm sorry, 1x2 bleeding off the 2x2. And back here, you'll have your counter and a very small section. I was wanting at least 4 studs, but because we brought the counter back by 1, we kind of need to... What is going on tonight, camera? We kind of need to see where we're at here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would still give me 2 spots. We need to go off of it 3 studs off of this line here. So 3 studs back, 3 studs back. That way you have 2 studs for a kitchen and 1 for a wall. And you can block in your kitchen. Then you can make a serving window, so on. From there, we also, I do want to make it a dollhouse effect where it opens. I kind of want to make it to where the front door opens, or the front wall is open. So the front wall here, we're going to have our gingerbread people, of course. Maybe put the people in before the table. I might be leaving sooner than I thought. Hold on, I might have to go check. There we go. We do have our gingerbread people. They will be sitting at a bay window. We will have a window here so that way you can kind of see them a little bit. They are 6 spaces apart. 3, 4, 5. They're 5 spaces apart. Sorry. So if I use a 4x or whatever, you're actually gonna be cut off a little bit because of the off. We could use jumpers and pull it in. Is it your camera or am I? Yeah, no, the camera's just going in and out. It has autofocus, so it thinks it's trying to focus. Oh, get on there. Okay. So the front part there, we do want to open up. But at the same time, I was thinking maybe not the whole thing. Like, do we want to open up the whole thing to where the bottom is showing, or just open it to where you only see? So like, if that's the case, do we have to put in this other curved cushion? You know, I mean, yeah, theoretically you probably want to, but sometimes I cheat the system like that. We could go up one and then actually just have it pull out of the thing. Actually, you know what? We're going to have the whole, we're going to line it with 1x6. Let's see. So either way, it'll be like that. But at the same time, we're also going to tile in this brown spot below the table. I'm not talking a bay window. I accidentally said bay window. That's not what I'm trying to build. I'm just trying to build some sort of window. I actually already have windows I was going to use for it. Give me a 4x. So that's right here. Yo, you ready to go?
Yeah, you get a water in the store, but that's it.
Okay. I'll be back later. This was a short stream. I'm sorry, people. But I guess we're going fishing now. He wants to get out there before it gets dark and people start getting out there. So, crap. I guess we'll be back. If not tomorrow, I'll try Wednesday. We'll see what's going to happen with it. I only put in a few things to build here, but thanks for watching, everybody. Remember, go check out the minifigclub.com and MooCow25. You get 25% off your first monthly subscription, and we will catch you next time. Moo.